Good morning, Algonquin. This is Mr. Messia
And Mr. Gella.
with your morning news. But first, here's the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good morning, Algonquin. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good Monday morning, Algonquin. Here we are, starting off fresh for quarter number 4, the fourth marking period beginning here at Averill Park today. And of course, we finished the year in a strong fashion like we always do, keeping our focus and our work habits up and moving along to finish out the school year in a positive way. We remind you that pass-fail continues as our grading system throughout the school closure. When we are able to return to the school building, we'll return to our traditional grading practices. But for now, we're on our pass-fail system, and we expect everybody to put forth their best effort to demonstrate their Warrior Way principles of performing at their personal best levels at all times. I want to introduce a new segment as we kick off the fourth marking period. This segment called Flex Your Brain, and it's going to be focusing on study skills. And we start off today with a quote from Mark Twain that's pretty inspiring and informing of our study skills habits. Mark Twain, of course, a famous American writer, humorist, entrepreneur, and publisher who passed away in 1910. So he certainly had a big impact in the 19th and early 20th century and a lasting legacy even to this day. He gives us this quote: "If it's your job to eat a frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. And if it's your job to eat 2 frogs, it's best to eat the biggest one first." And often you can think about your assignments and activities in terms of this and think about what activity or assignment you're least interested in doing or which one is the hardest one for you, and consider doing that one first. Mark Twain's advice is that by doing that one first, you accomplish that feat, you cross it off your list, and you're able to move on to more pleasant things for the remainder of your day. So a little quote and inspiration for us as we begin the fourth marking period and continue with our established routines during the school closure. T-minus 4 days and counting as well for the Crossword Puzzle Challenge that'll be happening on Friday, April 17th. Backed by popular demand, we have a chance for you to win the grade level Pencil of Excellence trophy for your morning meeting group by completing the Crossword Puzzle Challenge coming up on Friday. And yes, your family can help with this Crossword Puzzle Challenge, just no Chromie assistance.
The results are in from Friday's Two Truths and a Lie with Superintendent Dr. Franchini. And it doesn't look like Dr. Franchini fooled many people. About 48.5% of you knew that Dr. Franchini was never a social studies teacher at AMS. That's reserved for Mr. Messia and Mr. Gella. Up today, for Two Truths and a Lie, we have Mr. Herbs. Mr. Herbs is going to share 2 things that are true, 1 thing that's a lie. Your job is to identify which one is the lie. Number 1, Mr. Herbs says that he flew a small plane as a teenager. Truth or lie? Number 2, Mr. Herb says he attended the Miracle on Ice USA hockey game in 1980 in Lake Placid, New York. Truth or lie? The final one Mr. Herb shares is that he went to Arizona for vacation and got caught in a blizzard. Is that one a truth or a lie? Ladies and gentlemen, check out our Google Classroom page and identify on the survey which one you think is a lie. Tune in tomorrow for the answer.
Ms. Ekstrom reminds you that she would like to know what you're reading and help her out by creating a What You're Reading segment for AMS to learn about what books middle schoolers may be interested, especially ones that are available on our Sora app. Ms. Ekstrom sends in this What You're Reading segment for Absolutely Truly. The cover would suggest that this book, well, really nothing much happens. Well, nothing could be more opposite than that. She counts 1 case of mistaken identity, 1 large misunderstanding, 1 hidden crush, and 1 near-death escape. Things aren't going well when Truly's family moves from Texas back to their former home in Pumpkin Falls, New Hampshire. Truly's father is struggling after losing his arm fighting in Afghanistan, and Truly feels like no one is paying attention to her. When she finds an old letter, she enlists some friends to help. The mysterious letter leads to a series of clues, and things in her boring small town start to get really interesting. You can check out that book on Sora along with hundreds of other books available for you to download free of charge on the Sora app.
Miss Reinish's quote of the day came in from Cecilia. The quote is, "Allow yourself to be a beginner. No one starts off being excellent." It's a great quote.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. If it's your birthday, put your hands up. If it's your birthday. Happy birthday goes out to Christina. Have a great day, Christina. Caught being a warrior today. Ava, Connor, Coraline, Max, they're coming in to us from Miss McCary, who says they've been working hard for her during Access and throughout all their classes. Way to go, guys.
Let's remember, a school is not just a place. Let's make it a great day and start off our fourth quarter on the right foot and get some work handed in.
And we leave you today with some literacy projects from Miss Reinish's students.
And that concludes this morning's announcements. Remember, start to finish, every day, we embody the warrior way.